Imagine going from barely making £1,000 a month to over 10,000 in just 4 weeks. Sounds impossible, right? Well, that's exactly what happened to my friend Nikos, and today I'm going to show you exactly what changes we made and how you can do it too. Now, first, let me tell you about Nikos. See, just a few months ago, his Amazon FBA business was doing really well, but he was really struggling with his course and mentorship sales, bringing in less than £1,000 a month. But with a few simple changes, he blew up to making over 10,000 a month in just 4 weeks. Back in 2021, Nikos was a math teacher who wanted more freedom and time with his family. So he left his job and started an Amazon FBA business selling various products online. And also at the same time, he began to document his journey on YouTube, sharing what he was learning along the way. For years, his YouTube channel was more like a hobby at the time. He would talk about what he was working on, what was going well, what wasn't, and just sharing his day-to-day experiences. For a very long time, he did offer some sorts of mentorship, but it wasn't structured. It was just email and Zoom call support for about £300 a month. And even though his Amazon FBA business started to do well, his YouTube channel and the mentorship business didn't grow at all. And that's because he didn't realize the potential he had to make some serious money from helping others. People in his category were doing so much better than him, and he had absolutely no clue. See, when I saw what Nikos was doing, I knew he had a lot of potential. He just wasn't maximizing his YouTube channel. His topics were basic, his titles were just too complicated, and his videos were not getting the clicks that they needed. Plus, I'll be honest, he wasn't presenting himself in the best way possible either. His videos lacked energy, and he often repeated himself, causing viewers just to lose interest and click off. Now, on top of that, he had no plan for his content whatsoever. He would just talk about what was on his mind that day. He wasn't thinking all about what his audience wanted or needed. So, I gave Nikos a call and offered a little bit of help. And here's exactly what we did to turn things around completely. First, we noticed that Nikos' thumbnails were just not appealing at all. Think about it, thumbnails are the first thing people see, and if they're not attractive and they don't capture attention, people just won't click. So we hired an editor to redesign his thumbnails and started doing something called A/B testing. Now, for those of you that don't know what that means, it basically switches the thumbnails every single hour to see which one gets the most amount of clicks. And I'll be honest, guys, the results were insane, sometimes more than doubling his views just by having a better thumbnail. Now, next up, his titles were just too long and filled with very niche terms that people just would never search for. So what we decided is to simplify them, making sure that they're under 50 characters and included one of the emotions like fear, curiosity, or desire. Remember, these are very powerful triggers that make people want to click on a video. Then we had to move on to his confidence and energy on camera. He needed to be a lot more engaging on camera, so we worked on making him a bit more confident and energetic. And I told him to get closer to the camera to create a more personal connection with his audience. We also, on top of that, practiced filming each video 3 times. And this helped him massively to speak a lot more clearly and confidently, so he became a lot more natural on camera. And I think you should try it out yourself. Next time, no matter how good your first take is, do the whole video 3 times and see the difference. Now, once that was done, next up we had to look into planning his actual content. So instead of just talking about whatever was happening that day, we started planning out his content based on what his audience wanted to learn. So we started focusing on the big questions that people had about starting an Amazon FBA business. For example, instead of a video called Just Another Packing Sunday, we created content like my £10,000 mistakes on Amazon FBA and how to avoid them. These topics were a lot broader and much more helpful to a larger audience. Now, once everything in relation to social media was done, we had to move on to his offer. Nikos' mentorship program was very unorganized and just not very enticing. So we decided to create a structured course with all of his knowledge and experience so that students can have a clear path to follow when they sign up. And instead of a monthly mentorship, we offered a program that supported students until they made £100,000 in sales. And I'll be honest, guys, this was a game changer because it showed potential students that Nikos was committed to their success, which made them so much more likely to join. I mean, think about it. How many other mentors out there offer to stay with you until you reach a certain result? Not many. We also built a community where students could share their progress, ask questions, and just support each other. And this added value to the mentorship and made it so much more attractive. Because let's be honest, people love feeling like they are a part of a group, especially when they are working towards the same goal. And after all of these changes, which I'll be honest, didn't take that long, Nikos' income jumped from making just 3 figures a month to 5 figures. He was blown away by the results, and I'm so happy for him. And many of you watching this video right now don't realize this, but you are sitting on untapped potential just like Nikos was. And with the right guidance and a few simple changes, you can also achieve amazing results too. So, if you're serious about growing your online business, check out the links in the description and give us a call. We'd love to help you reach your goals. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.